Tony Marinaro, TSN 690, Martin Lemay from Energy. We are going to talk about the Canadian, what happened this week and what's going to happen this weekend. Tony, Canadian have 2 games in 2 nights, back-to-back. They're facing the Blue Jackets tonight and the Rangers tomorrow at home. What do you expect from the Canadian? Should they win 2 games on 2 to be satisfied?
I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know what to expect from the Canadians. I think all we can expect is a 500 hockey team. So if they go 500 this weekend, maybe that's what we can expect. At the same time, some of the injured players are coming back. We're talking about return for Emelin, a return for Brandon Prost. These are players that the Canadians absolutely need in their lineup. Why? Because they're different than the other players that they have. They're bigger. They're stronger. They're more physical. They're character guys. They're leaders. They're definitely going to help the Montreal Canadiens. Having said that, the Canadians were totally outclassed and totally dominated by Tampa Bay. The only chance they had in that hockey game was Carey Price. And the only thing Carey Price didn't do in that hockey game was take part in the shootout, score a goal, and win the game for the Montreal Canadiens. So they're going to have to play better than they did against Tampa Bay. For me, it's a team that is way too tentative right now, playing way too safe. There's too much emphasis on about not making the mistake, not giving up the puck. They're looking exactly like a Jacques Martin hockey team. It looks like the statistic that they're most interested in at the end of the night is block shots. No, forget about it. Play up tempo the way they did last year, where they scored over 3 goals a game. Forecheck with 2 men in. Yeah. Put puck pressure. That's what I want to see.
You said so in French a couple minutes ago. You said they were very more exciting to watch last year than they
I think so.
I think you're right on that. I think it's very important. It's crucial this weekend. Why? Canadians faced the Lightning Tuesday. The Lightning was playing on Monday against the Bruins. They lost their best player and Steven Stamkos. The Canadians were at home waiting for them, and they got they got beat. Like Carey Price was the reason why the Canadians were in that game, like you said. And Michel Therrien was pissed all week, was mad all week. There were a meeting between players. There were a big practice yesterday, big one-on-ones. And now players have to respond Friday. Why? Canadians facing the Blue Jackets, who were on the ice last night against who? The Boston Bruins once again. And they got beat in the overtime by Milan Lucic goal. So what? The Blue Jackets have to travel back to Columbus when the Canadians are there and waiting for them. So they have to respond tonight and respond Saturday against the Rangers, because the Rangers are not that good as a team right now. So the Canadians have to bounce back at least with 3 points to have a good response to what Michel Therrien had as a message this week. If not, message doesn't go through, because Michel Therrien said so Tuesday. I prepare my team. My team was well prepared, and they did respond. So better respond, because the message is going to be clear to the organization.
Maybe they're going to make a deal.
Maybe a trade is in
David Darnay is on the 4th line right now.
He's on the 5th. He's on the press box right now. I think it's the place he's belong. It's not in his hand anymore if he's going to be in the lineup or not. I think it's Ryan White to walk his way out of the lineup if Darnay want to play. And right now, Ryan White doing what he should do. He's good on face-off, good on PK. So Darnay is going to have to wait. He have nothing to do in the lineup right now.
Well, you know what? Danny Briere comes back. They put him at center. That's a very significant move right there, because he took the spot that David Darnay had. And personally, I like the 3rd line of Danny Briere, Max Pacioretty, and René Bourque on the right side. They manufactured the only goal last game for the Canadians. Were they absolutely outstanding? No, they weren't, but they only had 1 period of play. I thought it's Briere's best game that he played all season. Was it a great game? No, but it was better than the rest. I'm willing to give him a chance. I want to see him there. And you know what? For me, when Darnay is going to get back in the lineup, it's going to be the 4th line. He's going to have to take advantage of the minutes that he's going to get. Hopefully for him, he gets some power play time. Maybe if René Bourque doesn't have a good game, he finds himself on the power play with Briere and Pacioretty on the 2nd unit. He's really going to have to make the most of the opportunities he's going to get.
You're right about that. And you know what? Briere have a chance with the 2 same wingers Darnay had, and he could do anything with him. So anyway, let's go to Alexis Emelin, who could come back Saturday against the Rangers in Montreal. If Alexis Emelin is in, who's out?
Look, I think they're going to take turns between now and the end of the year. But on Saturday night, I think Francis Bouillon will be the guy that will be out. 2 games and 2 nights for a 38-year-old. I realize he skates better than Douglas Murray. But yesterday they practiced the PK, Emelin and Murray together. Did a great job together. And so I think it'll be Bouillon out this Saturday, but then going forward, next time is 2 games and 2 nights. It might be the other way around, 3 games and 4 nights. I expect Murray and Bouillon to take turns in and out of the lineup.
I go with Douglas Murray, and the reason is simple. If you watch the hockey game, the last hockey game against Tampa, Bouillon was on the ice for 14 minutes. He was on the ice for the second power play, first PK. He was out there, and Douglas Murray played 9 minutes, not even 10 minutes. So I think it's very simple. Bouillon's going to be there. Why? Because he's going to go back as a left defenseman. Right now, since the beginning of the season, he's playing right, the place he never played before. He's playing for the Canadiens since the last two seasons. He's going to be on the left side, and he's not going to babysit Tenorti, Beaulieu, or even Douglas Murray, who's slow like a turtle. I think Al Gill was faster than him. So I think Bouillon's going to be a better defenseman on the left side with Alexis Emlin. And you know what?
What's Bouillon's greatest quality?
It's going to be... Bouillon is tough to play against.
All right. What's Murray's greatest quality?
Block shot.
And penalty kill.
Because he's blocking shot.
Correct. Is Murray more effective blocking shots and on the penalty kill than Bouillon is tough to play against, or vice versa?
Douglas Murray's blocking shot because he can put pressure on anybody on the PK. That's why he's blocking shot. Every time Douglas Murray is on the ice, the Canadiens are stuck in their own zone like they were with Al Gill. He's cheating. He's never going inside the blue line to get the puck in because he's too slow to do so. And if he get caught, he's never going to get back in before a week. So Douglas Murray is too
a week
before he gets
5
back in the zone.
5 days. You're pushing it a week.
So Douglas Murray is too slow. He has to get out of the lineup a little bit. And you know what? Columbus is faster than the Rangers. I think Bouillon has to play against the Columbus Blue Jackets. Let's talk about the event of the weekend.
Yes.
UFC 167 is the 20th anniversary of the UFC. GSP, Johnny Hendricks, your thoughts?
Look, I think George St-Pierre is going to win this fight, and Johnny Hendricks' only chance to win this fight is if he knocks him out, the way Matt Serra did once upon a time versus George St-Pierre. If he catches him, you'll have a chance. You always have a puncher's chance. But look, technically, tactically, George St-Pierre is the much better mixed martial artist. I expect him to dominate all 5 rounds. I expect him to win unanimously on the judges' scorecards. And if he retires, well, it's a well-deserved retirement. He's been on top of his sport for the last 8 years. The only thing that I'm a little disappointed with is if you know how much of a rock star and how endeared and how loved this guy is in the Orient, I think the entire time we have a guy, a good Shea-Nu right here from our own backyard.
Exactly.
To tell you the truth, I always think he's been underappreciated in this market.
Yeah, but you appreciate because he can walk around stuff he can't do it in Vegas or in China. So anyway, I think exactly like you, GSP is going to win that. I think so because Jiu-Jitsu is better than wrestler. Andrew's going to want to keep that standing up to use his big punch, big left. And Hendricks said maybe George is good to be good against puncher because he can keep the distance. But nobody can shorten that distance like I can do it. So he really believes he can knock out George St-Pierre. It's going to be a hell of a fight. GSP is not going to retire. He's making over $5 million a fight. And that means if you fight twice a year, he's making $10 million. And after that, start to count all those sponsors. George St-Pierre is making too much money to retire. So he's going to keep going. He's going to go over 170. He's going to go at 185. He's going to keep making big bucks. You're going to see George St-Pierre.
I just have one wish when this whole thing is all said and done and this fight is over.
Yeah.
Can Hendricks shave that beard? It's ugly, man.
It's a trademark. He's on the shirt. He's selling a shirt for that. Have a good weekend.